Sure. So Deaf Crocodile is ran by Dennis Bartok and Craig Rogers, who used to be at Cinelicious and then worked for or founded another label that we mentioned earlier that you can go back and listen to that if you want to. I'm not allowed to say it. They are incredible people with backgrounds in film restoration, primarily for Craig, and for film curation and archival, projects. And Dennis Bartok worked at the American Cinematheque for forever. He is full of some of the wildest stories that you've ever heard. Just today, I got an email from him telling me a story about Dario Argento taking off all of his clothes on a stage, literally. I love what this company is doing. And one thing that is exciting about this is we are seeing them champion films that have never gotten home video releases anywhere. So to highlight some of these things, the first thing that we heard the Deaf Crocodile name for is that they did a 4K restoration on John Carpenter's really underrated and underseen nowadays. One of my favorites from him, Assault on Precinct 13. It still does not have a home video release because they didn't have home video rights for it, but we're all guessing that one of the other Incinerated studios is probably going to be putting that out in the next couple of years on 4K. The first thing that they put out on home video under the OCN distribution line was The Unknown Man of Shandigore. And this film is shockingly good. So they came on the scene with that, and everybody's like, wow, if we're going to get films like this is great. They did a complete reversal, of course, did a full 180. Their second film was an animated film called Delta Space Mission that maybe 12 people in the world had ever heard of. And it's incredible. It's this psychedelic fever dream of just, what the hell am I watching? And it's amazing. Then they come back and release Ilya Muromets, which is this wonderful, like, Russian Czech production, I think, that is this epic that had literally like 100,000 extras in this film. Yeah. And it's delivered in this packaging that was, the slipcover itself was literally painted by somebody so that they could get the art for this. And it's amazing. Other than that, they released a Shahram Mokri box set with one of the best films of all time in that box set. They went to town for something like Zero Grad. That's amazing. They discovered the vinyl soundtrack for a film called Solomon King in a thrift store and went, we got to find that film, and went and tracked down everybody to release what was at the time a lost film. This is one of the most exciting companies that you could possibly be looking into in boutique physical media right now, supporting two of the best people that I know for a fact, and they probably will not say this publicly, so I apologize if you don't like this. They make almost no money doing this. The fact that they are doing this literally out of the passion of their own hearts to deliver films that will never be seen by anybody else unless they're putting them out, and you're seeing the real world effects of that by letterbox scores exploding for films that before this had like less than 10 people rate them, literally is showing that they can have an effect on the future of film preservation, on film restoration, because Craig is amazing at what he does. I respect these guys more than almost anybody that I know.